It deep. Travell Harris is back for Washington State. We're underway from the Alamo Dome. And Harris is stopped in his tracks at the 21-yard line. Throughout the year, but did not have a good Apple Cup. By far his worst performance of the season. 2 picks, no touchdowns. Everybody covered here. And so he's going to check it down to his running back, James Williams. And Williams is not done. Minshew wide open, Patman, and it's a first down. Out to play action here for Minshew. Fires to Williams again, turns it upfield, breaks the tackle, fumbles the ball. Still on the ground and then recovered by Brian Peavy of Iowa State.
James Williams, the running back, second catch of the game already. And how about tracking from behind Brian Peavy? Locating the football, getting a hand on it on the collision, and then staying with it as it kind of got knocked around in the pile and cleaning up the damage he created.
22 per game, which, as you know, in the Big 12 is not a lot. Iowa State going to run at David Montgomery, his 599th career carry. Suffering from mono. He only weighs about 200 pounds as it is, and he lost about 40 pounds because of that. Purdy rolling out here and throws a pick. Intercepted at the 41 by Jalen Thompson. 2 minutes, 2 turnovers.
Brock Purdy just making a bit of a freshman mistake. He's going to have a little concept underneath where it's levels, and he doesn't see the safety come off of the underneath wide receiver. It's just a freshman mistake. Little rusty trying to make a play, been off for a number of weeks. And he doesn't see Jalen Thompson float underneath that corner route. It's an easy interception for the Cougs.
Only the 6th interception this season that he throw. Here's Borg.
Those reads are low to high. Sometimes they're high to low. Sometimes they're low to high to low. He should have come back down to the underneath player, but it happens when you're young.
Minshew, and it's dropped. What a Pac-12 as a conference hasn't won a bowl game in more than a calendar year. 3rd and 4 here for Washington State. Pressure coming. Borghi on the catch, but he's not going to get the first down drop.
And they forced the ball out of Minshew's hands a little early.
Dragicevic will punt it away. Tariq Milton is deep. Going to let this go. And Washington State trying to locate the ball, and they down it at the 1-yard line. Die-hard Dan Marino fan growing up. Montgomery tackled for a loss at the 2-yard line. Purdy have to take the snap here from the middle of his end zone. And Montgomery able to get out of the end zone and fights to get. Purdy gets hit as he gets rid of it. Incomplete, but a flag is down. Contact between Thompson and Matthew Eaton. Thompson, who had the interception on the first drive.
Potentially a huge penalty right here if it's called against Washington State. Backed up. Let's see, it could be offensive as well.
Defense number 34. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
And there was a lot of contact between both players.
Boy, that's
I could have seen it go either way. I really could have. I mean, if they would have called offensive, I would have understood it. Calling it defensive, I'm perfectly okay with that as well, because you have to allow vertical on a throw that was slightly overthrown.
But it is a big play. Gets him out of having a punt from deep in their own end zone. Purdy's pass here through the hands.
And solid with the ball in his hands as a ball carrier. You don't often see that from a guy that's 6'6".
They shift Montgomery into the backfield, hand it to him. Pelluer, and can't make the play. Montgomery gets outside and picks up
to the right for a nice play. Pelluer had a chance at him and missed the tackle.
Purdy over the middle. Butler on the grab into Washington State territory.
It's on a little post route. A nice throw by Purdy getting over the underneath defender.
Montgomery and
that had nothing to do with a true freshman. That was just a great play by a quarterback.
Yeah, over the underneath defender, over the top defender. It's a big time throw and feeling the vacancy in the defense.
Crony, the backup running back, gets the call here. Knocked down.
Washington State so productive and has really improved as the season's gone on.
He's played over 50 games too. Went through recently with a local reporter. Remembered every single game he's played in college. That's going to be a pick. It might be going the other way. Intercepted by Marcus Strong. He will take it to the house. There is a penalty flag down at the 7-yard line. Did it occur before Marcus Strong reached the end zone? 71-yard return if it holds up. 2 picks thrown already by Brock Purdy.
Guys, he's still in the field of play there when the penalty flag is thrown.
That's why I said, Lugs, if he is, well, let's see where the call is, John O'Neill.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting on the intercepting team. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
So no touchdown.
Wow.
And when you do that in the field of play, that's a rule that went in about 7 or 8 years ago. You taunt a defender, a team or an opponent, which Strong clearly did there to Brock Purdy. The touchdown is waved off, and it's a 15-yard penalty.
Of course, the interception, though, it's a great play jumping the underneath route, but my goodness, you just wiped 7 points off the board. Go celebrate with your teammates, man.
It's just flat stupid.
And this interception's actually on Butler. I mean, he quits running on the inside route, which allows the room for Strong to jump right in front of it. So dumb. We'll never understand it.
So first down for Washington State on the 20. Max Borghi will get the carry, and Iowa State all over him in the backfield. Second down actually in 12 on the 22. And Minshew with time in the pocket, going end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Travell Harris.
Off the board.
Minshew on third down and long. Going to go end zone again. Receiver wide open. Touchdown. Renard Bell somehow got free in the middle of the defense. 5th in the country. Now the point after makes it 7-0 Washington State. Jack Crane kicking it deep. Nuwagu, all-time school leader and kick return average. We just let that one sit.
Watch him. One of the most exciting quarterbacks in all of college football. What a year he's had.
Look like there was some movement up front. There's a penalty marker down. Just think, Greg, if you had accepted
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Living room, kitchen, bedroom, man cave. That's it, right? I mean, that's 4. He thought there was 3.
Montgomery gets tagged at the 20.
Usually when you hurt your pinky, what hurts a little more is handing it off, believe it or not, more than throwing it.
2nd and 13. And they will run it again. Montgomery trying to jump cut inside across the 25. Purdy to the air. Instead steps up and runs. And he's got the first down.
He's a really good runner, man. I mean, he doesn't.
Brock Purdy's athleticism and ability to extend plays.
He had 5 straight wins, guys, at one point. 2 of them against ranked teams. He was 6-1 against the Big 12. Purdy in trouble this time.
Well done.
Missiona is his first name. He's from Australia, 6'3", 270-pound junior. Purdy. Montgomery drilled in the backfield. Another negative play. It was Hunter Dale on the hit.
Far too many negative plays so far for the Iowa State offense.
Purdy's pass high, but Butler on the catch. He's short. Your thoughts on that game?
I think it's going to be a heck of a game. Plenty of time to get into it, Dave.
Short punt. Didn't appear to hit an Iowa State player, so it has a touchdown pass here tonight. Minshew checking it down. Williams had a turnover earlier when he fumbled the ball. Hit.
Far too many. But most of his damage is done on the passing game out on the perimeter.
Little wide receiver screen, first down catch. Travell 12 rushing touchdowns too, so he's obviously dangerous as a pass catcher and a runner. He's lined up in the slot here, and Minshew going to step up and run, and dives to the 37-yard. James ends up at Washington State. Got engaged last summer.
In the passing game, I absolutely think he has a chance to play on Sundays if he falls into the right situation.
Similar to James White with the Patriots. Minshew in trouble, gets hit, and down he goes.
In the field of play as opposed to keeping that back in protection. Tough matchup there for Washington State.
Not a good punt by Dragicevic, but it does take a couple of Cougar hops inside the 25 and doesn't turn out.
The exciting thing is the best is yet to come. Almost everybody's back off this team next year.
Jet sweep, and it's past the 35. Quarterback Brock Purdy threw 2 first quarter interceptions. Settled down though the last 5 minutes or so. Rolling out here, in trouble, spins away from a defender, and Purdy is close to a first down.
Players in the offensive line than Iowa State did, and now they're a team known for running the football.
They have no senior starters on that offensive line, only 7 senior starters on the entire roster. So as Greg said, the best is yet to come. But Purdy hit here, throws a jump pass that Butler catches.
Butler as he crossed midfield, well done.
Montgomery with a huge running lane inside the 20. I don't think he knew Strong was there when he caught that ball. Now we've got some movement by Iowa State.
Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
You'd understand why. Second down and 8. Here comes pressure from behind, and Purdy didn't see it. It's Marcus Strong with the sack.
This is a really good design. You're going to see motion across, which frees up Strong to blitz off the edge. And Purdy has no idea that he's coming. How about the start to this football game? The first 18 minutes. Marcus Strong has an interception. He did have that pick six taken off the board. State's passing game. What a start so far for the junior.
10-yard loss makes it third down and 18. Purdy moving around in the pocket. Now leaving the pocket. Throws, and it's incomplete. Jones couldn't hang on. Like number 23, Matthew Eaton, was the guy that Purdy was looking at. Then all of a sudden, Deshaunte Jones came into the picture, but Jones couldn't hang on to the ball.
They lost, though, to Average Joe's. Spoiler alert.
Minshew throws complete. Wide open was Patman.
Long and physical, and go up and make plays on the football.
Minshew dumps it off to Borghi.
Wrapped up Oklahoma, but when people mention Cliff Kingsbury calling plays in the NFL, and the air raid is the offense of the day, that's for sure.
And Minshew throws it downfield here, overthrows his receiver, but
he'll probably have a very fruitful career.
Minshew on third down and 11, steps up here and takes off. Oh, he gets tattooed at the 41 and a penalty flag thrown. Willie Harvey came in high and hard. Minshew shakes it off as if he kind of liked it. But that is a definite targeting.
Defense number 2. That ruling is under further review.
And that is one
Gardner Minshew, very obvious targeting foul. Those are the hits we're trying to eliminate
in college football.
So a 15-yard penalty and the automatic ejection for Harvey. So a first down in Iowa State territory. Williams with a nice cut inside the 40.
In terms of physical skills, good athlete, but extremely bright.
They fake the jet sweep. Minshew, and it's caught. They had the first down, and it's going to be.
But will probably have a decent NFL career as well.
Another pass play here, Minshew, and it's caught inside the 30.
But from a leadership standpoint, too, can have a huge effect on your team.
Getting the first down is Calvin. Close to the 20-yard line. Regan Northrup, who is ninth play of the drive coming up. Washington State leading 7-0. Minshew swings it out to Williams in space. Hurdles the defender.
Up there in Pullman. Does a great job, great fit for this offense.
Minshew waiting for somebody to get open. Still looking, keeping his eyes downfield. Now he throws it away. And that is one of the benefits, right? He'll play in the Senior Bowl, so will left tackle Andre Dillard. Minshew, off play action. First down catch for Patman. Got a little shove, too.
Progressions, lightning quick. For a guy that's only been running this offense since May, it's pretty remarkable.
The back, Williams is open, and he gets.
Washington State's just been very methodical. 3, 4, 5, 6 yards of play.
Minshew on second and goal looking. In trouble. Gets out of there. Fakes the pass. Takes off. Dives. Touchdown. What balance and effort as the legend grows in Pullman of Gardner Minshew. Fourth rushing touchdown this season. 41st overall. And it's 14-0 Washington CU, then all the way to Pullman for his one and only season. Nwogu on the return for Iowa State. They need a good return.
Has a charismatic effect on every single one of those guys on this team. It's just been so fun to follow him this year.
Brock Purdy going to work, gets rid of that one. Butler back on the field, gets the first down.
Make some plays after the catch. Nice job right there.
That was a 24-yarder. Now he's wide open in the middle of the field. Dragged down inside the 10, but Butler getting loose.
One-on-one coverage versus press. Got to take advantage there.
They're going to go to him again on a fade here, but there was movement by Iowa State.
Ball start. Offense number 67. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Hakeem's last game before he goes to the NFL. First and goal on the 13. Will they try the fade? They've got single coverage down here on the bottom of your screen.
In this part of the field, you always have to be thinking fade to number 18 and 101.
Instead they hand it off. Montgomery,
where he's working against Strong, who's had a really nice first half for Washington State.
Purdy's going to run it here. Inside the 5, gets a block from Butler. And it's a touchdown for Iowa State. Brock Purdy. Let's see if he got in. Yep.
What a great answer by Iowa State to the ground.
After further review, the ruling on the field of touchdown stands.
Last year, winning at Oklahoma, leading the team to 8 wins, but then the injury to Kemp, followed by the situation with Zeb Nolan struggling, and then Purdy comes in lead with a Brock Purdy rushing touchdown. Plenty of time, though, for the Washington State offense to go to work. Harris on the return for the Cougars, trying to find a running lane. He does on the outside, past the 30, breaks a tackle, and finally banged out a play. First down on the 46-yard line. Minshew to Borghi, and you had a DN trying to run with him on the far side, and then Borghi
version of their run game.
Minshew going to dump it off again to Borghi. Breaks a tackle.
Yes, I mean, probably maybe at 450, maybe just right around that. I mean, it's amazing.
2nd and 2. Minshew leaves the pocket, jukes a defender, and gets the first down.
With his legs if nothing's open in the passing game.
Minshew in trouble this time. And throws it high. 2nd and 10 on the 29. Minshew on a crossing route. Calvin with a move inside the 20. And down close to the 16.
Ball almost every single week for Washington State.
Minshew in trouble, sack back at the 21-yard line.
Further review.
I think it's targeting.
Number 50 from Iowa State committed a targeting foul. To be half the distance from the end of the run, automatic first down. By rule, number 50 is disqualified. Number 16 from Washington State is allowed to come back in the game because the foul, his helmet came off.
Here are rooting for Iowa State. They're getting their money's worth getting after the officials here. Their disagreement over the call. Borghi taken down.
What does Mike Leach and this Cougar offense have up their sleeve?
On 2nd and goal, Minshew in trouble. And
language in the rule.
3rd down and goal from the 9. Minshew taking a shot. Patman goes upstairs, pulls it down, touchdown. He's a big target at 6'4". Needed to go to about 6'10" or 11 to grab that one.
Fabulous catch by Patman and a great throw by Gardner Minshew. They always say when you're down in the red zone, find your biggest targets and throw it where only they can go and get it. He finds a 6'4" target in the back of the end zone. The season hauls it in for the touchdown.
Mazza puts it through. Timeouts and a minute or so left. So it'll come out to the 25. Coming up on the Mercedes-Benz.
They win that game. They lose in overtime to Pitt. I mean, that team was really good this year.
Purdy's pass high, but caught by
half. You get the ball after halftime. So the opportunity to maybe get 2 here is huge.
Montgomery knew the hit was coming, took the lick. The defender
for the end of half.
They're going to run it here on 3rd and 4. Montgomery gets the first down and more. What a cut! And Montgomery close to midfield. And look how much time they're taking here. Purdy got to do something with it. Got a receiver, seen Buckner, and he hangs on to the
kicker, a punter, a long snapper, and 5 offensive linemen. I like my chances on a potential return there.
Does it have enough? It does, and it's good. 2 touchdown passes, giving him 38 on the season. 1 rushing touchdown, giving him 4 of those. Iwuagwu on the return for Iowa State. Through a gap, and then it closed at about the 27.
But quit shooting themselves in the foot with some of these penalties.
Brock Purdy had a rushing touchdown, but 2 interceptions in that first half, so he hands it off to David Montgomery.
In the second quarter. Offensively, he said he's really, really pleased with their execution, and they've had to earn it because he called this defense a
Matthew Eaton had the catch on the last play, so it's first down at the 48 of Washington State. Purdy throwing to Butler, and he's got it.
Wide receiver in a very good position to catch a deep ball.
Montgomery, it's smothered at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout because they didn't recognize him.
They fake it to him and hand it off to Montgomery. Waits for the hole to open, and he's inside.
going the other direction. Really good use of misdirection right there by Iowa State's offense.
So now they go back to a 2 tight end look here and take Mitchell off the field. Montgomery dropped Peyton Pelluer with a big
Solid
stick.
defensively.
Tracy Clay's really good coach. Their D coordinator in his first year was at Minnesota as a D coordinator and a head coach. Montgomery gets the carry here, breaks a tackle into the end zone. Touchdown Iowa State. Football the last couple of years, and he did it on that run. And Iowa State is back within 4.
He's going to be the bell cow here in the second half.
Harris slips at the 2-yard line. A couple of flags come down. He's tackled at about the 22. He's got to back Washington State up.
You get the sense, guys, that Matt Campbell went into that locker room, told his offensive line and his stud running back.
During the return, holding number 12 on the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
Giving up explosive plays on defense.
Minshew on first down, pumps and finds Winston for a first down.
Possessions and the possessions Oklahoma has will have to end in touchdowns.
Minshew going to dump it off here to Borghi.
He's a very capable player with the ball in his hands. Unbelievable talent.
Right,
one of my favorites I've ever seen. But I don't know if that defense can get off the field against Tua and that Crimson Tide offense.
Minshew hits Calvin, and he gets another first down. Out to the 30. Oklahoma throwing the ball downfield against those DBs early in the year. Minshew, and that was off the mark.
Finds its way into what Alabama tries to do defensively tomorrow.
Played him as well as anybody this year and beat him last year, Iowa State did in Norman a year ago. As Winston gets free, breaks a tackle.
Washington State certainly has the answers for that as well.
Here's a jet sweep to Calvin. And a flag comes down as Calvin is tackled inside. The officials just booed John O'Neill.
Shot clock. Offense.
They put John O'Neill on the Jumbotron and he got
number 5. 15 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
Then he gets cheered because of the chop block call, which again was on Washington State.
This is kind of interesting. And you can see number 9 right there for Iowa State. That's Northrop. You can see the 2 players for Washington State kind of collide in collision, one low, one high.
So it's big penalty, first and 23 back at the Washington State 45-yard line. They're going to run James Williams here, trying to use his speed to get outside.
Free safety spot and makes the collision at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, second carry for Williams. He's got 5 catches on 5 targets. Minshew moving around in the pocket, dumps it off. Winston on the catch.
Maybe 2 downs to get it if you get a real positive gain here on 3rd and long.
Minshew runs into his own guy, then eludes an Iowa State player. Now throws it downfield. It's tipped and incomplete.
Great play on 3rd and long there.
A lot of shifting by Washington State, but that's just eye candy. Here's the punt. And I don't think the return man knew where the ball was. You wonder if the Gunners for Washington State. 8th player in Iowa State history with multiple 1,000-yard seasons. Purdy's going to throw here to Butler, and Butler shaken up. He held on to the ball. Moulton on the tackle. That's the 2nd time today that we've seen Butler go down awkwardly. He's going to stay in the game here, though.
Whoa, boys. I was standing right next to that one. That was ugly. Very fortunate.
But he's up and okay.
Yeah.
Back out on the field. Clearly like that isolation.
And he was clearly down there. Montgomery on the carry here. Games that are going to the NFL. There's a lot of talk that Butler will. You see a play like that, gets you scared. Montgomery shows his power. Gets the first down before he's
It's in fact his final game. What a career he's had.
Purdy gonna take a shot. He gets drilled. Butler, one-handed catch, and then rips it away from the defender. Montgomery drilled in the back.
And is really starting to showcase some of that ability we saw in the second half of the season.
Also has a rushing touchdown here tonight. Hands it off to Croney, who's got some running room outside. Dragged down, close to
Really, he's trying to emphasize the run game so far here in the second half.
and then use play action off of it. Purdy rolling out. Throws back across the
Getting
middle.
him involved both in the run game and the pass game. Here's Real Mitchell, the backup quarterback, in yet again.
They fake it to him and hand it off to Montgomery. You know, it's a 50-yard field goal at the end of the first half. Initially, it was ruled 51. It was changed to 50. Could have made it from 55 or longer. Purdy going to lead the pocket and take off, and he gets out of bounds but will not get the 20-yard line. Down 4 late in the third.
The way they've run the football here in the second half, you have to think that David Montgomery is probably going to get this ball on a run play, likely between the tackles.
20 carries on the night for Montgomery. Number 21 is a first down inside the 15-yard line. You know the other thing about Montgomery? Only one lost fumble the last 2 years.
Don't say stuff like that. That's where you knock on wood.
To the end zone. Butler almost got it. Half called back because of a taunting violation. Washington State did score, though. Still, Montgomery breaks a tackle in the backfield, puts his foot in the ground, carries defenders down to the 5-yard line, right in front of the Iowa State fans in that end zone.
What a run. Spin move. Circle. Boom. R1.
It's a lot of
And then
B
surge
buttons.
forward. Yeah, it's a heck of a run by Montgomery.
And now a penalty flag comes down. Washington State, Iowa State was shifting, and Washington State jumped into the backfield.
False
Will
start.
Rogers did, but there was a
Offense,
false start.
number 63. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That's Colin
Let's
Olsen.
trying to create that one-on-one. There's that motion.
And they run it on 3rd and 7. And Montgomery is bottled up at the 6. So Asali, a much shorter attempt than he had at the end of the first half. He puts this one through, and it's a 1-point game. First cousins with Andrew and Aaron Harrison, played at Kentucky and now in the NBA. Ended up moving in with them when Hakeem's mom passed away after a fight with breast cancer when he was in high school. Here's Travell Harris on the kick return for Washington State.
Very wide open. They could become a factor here in the next year or two. Maybe not on Clemson's level, but good challenge for that next tier.
He's knocked down a ball this year. Minshew leaving the pocket here, but not going out of bounds. He got rid of the ball at the last second, but I think they're going to say...
Surprised they're not taking another look at this one.
Minshew's pass is behind the receiver, incomplete, intended for Tay Martin, and it was Greg Eisworth in coverage
Up
again.
in that zone, but Eisworth was there and closed that hole really quickly. Nice job by Iowa State defensively.
Milton is deep, not a good punt. And it kicks out of bounds. 5 consecutive wins at one point. And he's going to run it here. Tripped up by true freshman Brock Purdy from Gilbert, Arizona. Off play action on 2nd and 4. Going to run. And he's got a lot of green. Got the first down and scoots out of play. Oklahoma's just a good team overall early in the season, but they've been different with Purdy. Out in space to Deshaunte Jones.
But he just decides to run at the right time. He's athletic. He's accurate. He just knows how to get it done.
Has a younger brother, Chubba, who's a junior at the same high school.
As good as your brother, you're going to be playing for a while.
Big 3rd and 5 for his brother. Fakes the pass, now gets rid of it, and it's knocked down. Nice play. Jalen Thompson stepping in front of Deshaunte Jones for the pass breakup. It would be about a 50-yard field goal. Connor Asali made a 50-yarder at the end of the first half. We'll see what they do.
I think you keep your offense on the field. But looks like they're going to try another field goal. I understand going for it on fourth, or at least make this field goal a little bit easier.
Officially a 49-yard attempt, and he hammers this thing, but it's off the upright, no good. And Washington State keeps the lead early in the fourth.
It was hit well, snap a little low, but the holder was able to corral it. He just doesn't get that draw on the football. Stays straight the whole way and collides with the upright.
Definitely had the leg.
Look at the snap, though, just a little bit low on the snap. It's a really good job by Joe Rivera, the holder, corralling it and getting it down. It's a long field goal, man.
Steve Wirtel, the long snapper. Minshew gonna check it down here. James Williams goes over the top again. Second.
With that underneath passing game.
They got 5 yards on first down. Now Minshew throwing it into traffic. And
let's see if Washington State goes with that little tunnel screen that they've used on 3rd and short a couple times with some success.
Through the hands of the intended. Dragicevic back to punt. His dad Oscar spent 10 years Major League Soccer. Fair catch signal. Milton has it just shy of the 20-yard line.
Pressures, and those defenders, the defensive backs, they've gotten a little tighter to the line of scrimmage to press the issue. It's been a good adjustment from Iowa State defensively.
Purdy will throw on first down. Pass was a little bit low. Now you're down to one timeout.
Yeah, kind of an inconsequential challenge there.
Montgomery gets the carry on 2nd and 5 and stood up by Pelluer, but he does get the first down at the 30. Did the ball come out? Washington State's got the ball. Pelluer has it in his hands. The officials have not ruled yet whether the ball came out. I'm not sure they saw it.
And I tell you what, as Pelluer...
Turnover.
Yeah, as Pelluer and Montgomery were going to the ground, it looked like Pelluer ripped that ball from Montgomery.
And is there enough video evidence to overturn it? Can you see the ball here? That's why the ruling in the field was so important. He stood up. The whistle did not blow, saying forward progress is stopped.
And it's pretty clear that Montgomery was clearly not down when that ball appears to be dislodged. Man, huge play right there by Pelluer.
You can't see it all when that ball comes out. Married to Tosh Lupoy as the defensive coordinator at Alabama. Minshew going to work here. Oh! 3 takeaways for Washington State defense. Can the offense capitalize? Minshew outside the pocket, throws it away. Well covered down.
I think he's got to look towards number 12, Desmond Patman, who's one-on-one at the top of the screen.
Pressure coming off the edge. Minshew is hit. Gets out of there and pitches it ahead for a first down inside the 15-yard line. Tay Martin, and knocked out of bounds near the 10. Minshew continues to make magic happen.
Unbelievable. Eyes start to the right. Doesn't like it, comes back. Off that first progression, breaks a tackle. And then how about the awareness?
Ball on the 10. Max Borghi picking a hole, bursts through it, shakes off a defender, and hits pay dirt with a touchdown. Is turned into points. Max Borghi, a true freshman. Pelluer. And then the Cougars punch it in. And now a touchback. Iowa State will start on the 25. They'll need a touchdown.
I think he beat a pretty good one, too. Eventual number 1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And who's got the Rams in great position. Pass a little behind Butler, but he makes the catch. Possession game. Purdy being chased. Throws back across his body to Butler, but it's...
Given that Washington State just sees some of the momentum.
Purdy's pass pulled in for a first down. Eaton and lost the ball, and it's scooped up by Washington State. Jahad Woods has it. Now they're stopping it and saying that he never had possession of the ball.
Ruling an incomplete pass.
Ruling an incomplete pass. Boy, let's see. I thought he had possession. Let's see. He's got possession. Right? I mean, that's a catch.
I mean, it looks like it's a catch.
And then he's down.
You got to secure it through the catch, of course, too, though.
But wasn't he a runner at that point, Greg?
Does he ever have possession? I mean, if it's called, they're going to look at it, I would assume. And catch, no catch is so difficult to determine because it's kind of based on what you see. It might be completely different than what I see. And 50 people in a room, 25 might think that's a catch. 25 might think it's incomplete to try to determine because it's subjective. And right there, they clearly disagreed with the way we saw it.
Well, the NFL's gotten rid of that survive the ground language. You wonder if college football will be next. This is a great punt. Travell Harris taken down at the 15.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 42. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's Khalid Drabil. Call for the penalty there for Washington State. Most people didn't even know outside of diehard college football fans coming in. Turned down an opportunity to play at Alabama. Dumps it off here to James Williams. And Williams
taken to the offense and just ignited this group of talented players.
Come a long way from a guy that was a walk-on at Troy. Williams
with big field, big plays. They're averaging 5 yards a snap. Very efficient.
Minshew going to take a shot down the field. Incomplete.
By Brian Peavy.
Minshew on second and long. Long throw secured by Patman, but they're going to say that
he's been their go-to guy in the passing game for a majority of the night.
And Minshew's going there. It was tipped by an Iowa State defender and then caught by Dragicevic to Milton, signaling for the fair catch, and he has it around the 26. And he hasn't looked back. Can Purdy lead the Cyclones back again here? Purdy in trouble. Gets away from two guys. Keeps his eyes downfield, but then ridden to the ground.
That was really the most effective part of their offensive plan in the second half when they were rolling just a few minutes ago.
Now you're off schedule, second down and 13. Purdy looking downfield again. Waits. Receiver comes free, and it's a first down catch to midfield. Montgomery shifting into the backfield. Purdy fakes it to him. He was going to run it, but there's a flag. Movement by Iowa State.
Ball start. Offense number 51. 5-yard penalty still
in Iowa State territory now. Purdy steps back. Montgomery wide open. Look at him go inside the 30-yard line. Can they catch him? They do. He dives and comes up short of the goal line, but it'll be first and goal at the 1. Hunter Dale saved the touchdown for now.
What an amazing design. Well, let's see. As David Montgomery tight rope the sideline all the way. That foot looks good. That foot looks very close.
Yeah, maybe at the 4. The ball came out, but looked like he hit the ground and was down. So he got a lot going on there, but it did look like he was down. Penalty marker is down.
Trying to get a quick snap so they don't review it. They might have got a little bit too fast of a start as the offensive lineman might have moved early.
Offense number 57. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
One for Hakeem Butler.
Montgomery gets the carry and drags a defender down to the goal line. He's short. They rule him down at the 1. Second and goal coming up. And the knee is down there, and it looks like the ball is short. They get right up to the line. Purdy takes a snap, a quarterback sneak, keeps the feet moving. And the officials haven't signaled yet whether he's in. Now they do.
The perimeter.
And there's penalty. Flags down. Movement again by Iowa State.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
So now
playmaker is number 18. Hakeem Butler's lined up in the slot.
Purdy steps up. Jump pass. Caught at the 5, but stopped short. Montgomery brought down by Willie Tabor.
Yeah.
if you run it. It'll be a touchback. It comes out to the 25 because, again, you can fair catch. And they will throw it here on first down. And Minshew has Martin wide open, and he gets about more than a calendar year for the Pac-12 since it won a postseason game. Pass play here to Martin, catches it and gets the first down. The clock will stop it just to reset.
Washington State likely to take 2 minutes off the clock here.
And then the other was on that failed challenge. They run Borghi here. He's
All the way down. I don't know if I'd risk dropping back and throwing it.
But he's going to. Minshew here, and they're taking a shot, and it's caught by Patman. First down to control it. And now Minshew just going to take a knee. This is how it's going to end. The quarterback. And in the spirit and memory of Tyler Hilinski, Washington State